MMM Ideology, MMM Guidance School, Badge 100, under the mentorship of Mr. Ade Arakoye by Educators. The world of fair financial order. Money is the most valuable thing. Money rules the world. Money makes a man to be happy because he can buy anything he desires. What is money? Money is the measure of labor. If money is the measure of labor, why is the world unjust? So what is money? Have you ever thought about maybe it is a calculation tool or a measure of labor? As we are told from childhood, we have to work because money won't fall from the sky. It should be honest and hardly earned. Hardly earned. Everyone was led to believe it from the cradle. It is interesting what would billionaires say to that, who honestly and hardly earn all their billions. It is ridiculous, isn't it? Well, we work without cease, but what should we expect in the end? Low wages and pension, and no rest, but a constant struggle with debts and half-starved old age. You have spent all your life working for billionaires. You have to take away all your power, energy, and wealth. You have to squeeze like a lemon. And after that, you have been just thrown into the dustbin as a write-off. It is right, but that's the world. This horrific reality of the modern society. This is what we should all expect in the end, almost certain. Everything ends up in this way for the vast majority of people in today's world, as it ends up for their mothers and father, grandmother and grandfather, that we end up in the present state of affairs for their children and grandchildren, great-grandchildren, then in the turn for their children and grandchildren, and so on. That is the way of the world. Why all this is wrong, unfair, it must not exist. Why do some people have everything but others have nothing? Why do some people walk in golden slippers but others bare make ends meet? They don't know how to feed their children, although all of them work honestly. Why does it happen? Yet we all are people. We are equal. Are not we? Then why? Is everyone equal? Imagine yourself as a billionaire now, or even as ordinary worthless members of the parliament. Are you equal? In what? You live in different way, eat in different way, and rest in different way. In one day, he spend more than you spend for a year. His wife is wearing underclothes more expensive than the whole wardrobe of your wife. He is treating in the best Swiss clinic. And what about you? His children and yours. Have you compare well where is your equality? Perhaps you are equal in the right, are not you? Oh, but we forget about the right as it is written in the constitution of different countries. isn't it? But let's try to find out what kind of equal right do we have with oligarchy or bankers. Just a curious, the right to work. Well, we have such a right. However, some really work for peanuts, whereas the others hardly do nothing, earn millions and billions. It is normal. The whole financial world is pyramid. How is the financial world organized? It is a pyramid. The Fed, the US Federal Reserve System is at the top of it. The Federal creates dollars, how much? As much as they want. Of course, Fed adhere to some of their own internal rules and regulations. They try, for example, not to create too many dollars to complement the elevation of the currency and etc. But in principle, the Fed can create as many dollars as they want. At least there are no any external limitation for that. Absolutely, the US Federal is guided solved by the reasons of expediency. The low level of the global pyramid are the central bank of different countries. All other local national banks are situated on every lower level. Of course, all this is slightly simplified, but in general everything reflected on all over pictures. Actually, why do we need bank? Speaking figuratively, bank play the role of blood vessel in the social organism. Through this vessel, the money, blood from the heart, the central bank enter all its organs. Money, blood wash these organs. It brings life to them. Such an interest comparison, in which connection dollars are mentioned here, and what relation does the federal has to US ordinary people, basically, and the most direct relation after all dollars is the global currency. No one central bank can print its currency in desirable quantity without permission of the US Federal. It is out of question by no means. As soon as some country supply its resources to the US from $1 billion exchange, it's actually raw stock for a wagon of colored pieces of paper with the picture of great American presidents. Then it will be allowed to print the local currency in the amount of billions dollars. Now it is permitted, and this is the only way. Otherwise, such a country will be turned out from the IMF. Its currency will become inconvertible, and so on. In short, the measure will be taken immediately. And yet, why does a banker live better than worker? We still have no answer. He prints money and work, for example, build house or work in the mining industry. It is also very important. Does the banker work harder and give more benefits to the society? Of course not. Then, why does he live better? Conclusion. Actually, people don't need a lot of money. They need consciousness that they have it. Confidence in tomorrow is what everybody really needs. It is just a MM that gives this confidence. It gives feelings of partnership that you won't be alone, and difficult moments you will never be abandoned, but you will always be helped and supported. MMM is a unit of new society, brighter and better, new world, where there won't be money currency, currently money, where everything will be otherwise fair and honest, where there won't be any slave or owner, where everybody will work for their own pleasure and for the whole society, where good will defeat evil. It will be so. There are no doubts. Welcome to 610. Together we change the world. Thank you.